It's English with me, Miss B, and here we're going to get started right away. Today, we're going to be talking about what is an icebreaker. We use that terminology a lot, especially in America and English speaking places, of an icebreaker. Well, we're talking literally and figuratively. So, if we look at the picture on the left, we see literally an icebreaker, a ship that completely tears up the ice, breaks it up into pieces. But in an expression in English, it's actually meant to form how we can speak to other people comfortably. In other words, if you're in a situation where you do not know other people, perhaps in your office, you're at a party, some other type of situation, and you would like to be able to speak to them, well, we have what's called an icebreaker. So some people have their own, but today I'm going to teach you a couple of different ones to kind of have that situational piece where you can conversate back and forth, because icebreakers are really ways to get to understand other people and how they think. So today we're going to practice that, having an icebreaker and being able to be comfortable with speaking to other people in different situations. So, today's lesson: how do we express opinions in English with a respectful tone? It's really important that we keep that in mind because everyone's opinion or perspective is important. So, let's practice. I have the PDF for you. I can also put it in the chat if you need it. But if you will go ahead and click this open with me, we'll take a look at it together. And I am going to actually pull mine up in my Google Docs so it's a little bit larger for you all. Okay, what we're going to do is practice on the first 10 for today. I would like you to take a few minutes and see if you can actually complete the expression that's being stated with your own words of what's missing. For example, number 1, after giving this matter some serious, what is the missing word? Yes, you can please tell me. Yes, some serious thought. After I'm giving this matter some serious thought, I'm thinking, and then I would express my opinion. So take a few minutes and see if you can fill in the missing words for these expressions. I'm going to give you just a couple minutes. Yes, feel free to put your answers in the chat. That way other people can see them as well. It's very important that we all consider how we're thinking about these things. Yes, number 2, as far as I'm concerned, right, it's reflecting back on yourself. As far as I'm concerned, I believe or I think. Number 3 is a little difficult. It is an idiom, also called a proverb, which is a famous saying that we've had it for hundreds of years. As the old saying goes, yes, the early bird catches the worm. Now, do we understand what that one means? Okay, so with that one, the early bird catches the worm. The one who's there early gets the worm before the other birds. So it's basically saying to us, don't be late. You should be on time. But it's a more polite way of maybe reminding someone your thoughts on that. Okay, great. Good. All right, now let's continue. So on this next part, I actually have a little video, okay, I would like you to watch. You can watch that on your own. The question I want you to reflect on while we're watching the video, okay, is do we give children too many trophies? If you do not know the language for trophies, please make sure you look that up and we can discuss that further. But this has been a big debate lately in our society, especially whether or not we give children too many trophies, rewarding all different levels and not just certain ones. So I want you to watch the video. I want you to think about the question. And then we're going to use those statements, some of them, to practice talking to each other about this question. Okay, so you have about 2-3 minutes to watch the video, and then we'll continue. Now we're back on this page. So I would like you in groups together to practice taking turns and speaking correctly. I will go ahead and fill in all of the correct answers for you, and that way you can practice them. Okay, so while I'm filling them in, go ahead and start trying to conversate with each other, discussing how you think about the question that I have given you about the trophies. Remember, this is not about wrong or right now. We're just learning to express opinions in different forms politely. Okay? All right, let's get started. And I'm going to share my own on number 5. All right, good. I hear you guys using them correctly. It takes some practice, and the more you practice, the better you get. Remember that always. You might want to just pick 1 or 2 if this is difficult to try to memorize and practice using on a daily basis in different situations. Now, we've done that. Everyone did really well. I'm impressed. For today's independent, would you please write in your daily notebook your opinions using those same type of expressive thoughts on a topic of your choice? Okay. And then send them through the chat for my feedback. I would like to just see that you're using them. It is not about being right or wrong. Remember that, okay? It's about just how we're expressing our opinions and perspectives, which is a very important strategy to be able to do in today's world, especially with tone. And we'll talk about that in another lesson, our tone when we're expressing. Please let me know if you have questions and your thoughts on today's lesson. If there's anything else you would like me to go back over or have more questions on, please let me know that as well. You're welcome to speak out or just send it to me through the chat. And had another terrific lesson on English with me. And thank you so much. And I can't wait to see you next time. Okay, bye.